Hey Nash, what should we make?
I want some barbecue pork. How about some country-style ribs and jalapeno cornbread?
All right, let's make country-style pork ribs and some jalapeno cornbread. Today we're making country-style pork ribs and a little bit of jalapeno cornbread. So, that being said, country-style pork ribs, I'm not referring to like the type of way I'm cooking it. It's actually a cut called country-style pork ribs. It's actually not a rib. They just cut it to maybe look like a rib, but it's a piece of meat in the shoulder, I think near the loin, that is super flavorful and you can cook it like ribs. Today we're gonna do it on the grill. So without further ado, let's go. All right, so these are our country-style pork ribs. So like I said, they tend to come cut almost looking like a little rib, but they're boneless and they got just enough fat to be delicious, but we want to cook them kind of low and slow. First thing we're gonna do is season these guys. I'm gonna use a little bit of spicy brown mustard as a binder. And then we're gonna hit them with some barbecue rub. We're just gonna set these aside. Time to make some cornbread. To a large bowl, we're gonna add all of our dry ingredients, a cup of all-purpose flour, a cup of cornmeal, a cup of sugar, but I'm using half a cup of brown, half a cup of white, 2 teaspoons of salt, tablespoon of baking powder. Then we're just gonna mix this together until it's all combined. You're gonna make a little divot here, almost like we're making pasta or something. Then we're gonna crack in 3 eggs, add a cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of sour cream, and then we're going to stir this together. Then we're going to add 8 tablespoons of melted butter, or 1 stick, and 2 tablespoons of oil. You could use any vegetable oil, canola oil. I'm using avocado because that's what I have. And we're going to stir this until everything's incorporated. Then we're going to dice a few jalapenos and add this to the mix. These have a lot of moisture, so I'm going to go ahead and dry them off a little bit with a paper towel. We're going to put these into our mixture. I gotta have a little greens, right? Pretty sure this doesn't make cornbread healthy, but we'll pretend it does. And we're just gonna stir all this in. Then we're gonna pour our mixture into a 8x8, 9x9 bowl that's already been greased. And then we're gonna put this in the oven, which hopefully we're already preheated to 350 for 25 to 30 minutes. Now our ribs are ready to cook. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna pop a probe thermometer, and you want the thickest piece, so I'm just gonna do it right here. And that way I can monitor the internal temp. If you don't have a fancy Bluetooth thermometer, that's fine. You can pick up an instant read thermometer for pretty cheap. You can order it online or wherever, something like this. This one's awesome. It works very, very well. And then throughout the cook, you can kind of check the temperature because we're gonna do this a little bit low and slow. Not like our 40-hour pork cook at one time, but I have this set up for 2-zone cooking. So this side hot, this side not. So the first thing we're gonna do is throw these on the hot side and get a nice sear, and then move them to the cold side, cover, and then let cook until they come up to about 120 degrees. Then we're gonna start basting them and cook them until they get up to about 145, 150. So let's do it. We're just looking for that golden brown. So just a couple minutes on each side. Now we're gonna move these over to the cold side. Then we're gonna close our lid. And if you have a temperature dial like this, you want it to be around 350. You don't want it to be cooking at like 500, 600, because then your meat's gonna cook too fast. So keep it around 300, 350. And we're just gonna monitor the temperature. And when these guys get to, like I said, about 120, then we're gonna go ahead and baste them until they get up to 145, 150, and then we're ready to eat. Yeah. Once your ribs get up to about 120, we're gonna start basting them. I'm just using I mixed some barbecue sauce with a little bit of the homemade sriracha. If you haven't seen that video, I'll post a link below. And then we're just gonna cook these till they get to 145 to 150. And then we're gonna pull them. We're gonna baste these one more time. As soon as our fake ribs have gotten to 145 to 150 degrees, we're gonna go ahead and pull them and then let them rest for a few minutes. Now see, this is what they should put in the McRib instead of whatever monstrosity they are putting in that sandwich, but whatever. All right, here we got our guys. I'm gonna let them rest for a few minutes and then it's time to plate. And there we have our jalapeno cornbread and our country style pork ribs. Now it's time for a bite. First, I'll do a little bite of our ribs. Cheers. Damn, that's good. I mean, it's moist, it's tender, but it still has some bite. It's not just like fall apart in your mouth. We only cooked it to 145. The barbecue sauce with the kind of glaze kind of makes, it's amazing. Let's try this cornbread. Cheers. That's really good too. It's rich, it's sweet, but not too sweet, which is nice. Obviously, if you don't like spicy, leave the jalapenos out, but I kind of love it. It kind of gives you that perfect little savory with a little sweet and then a little bite from the jalapeno. This is great. Let's see what Nash thinks. So, hey buddy, can you sit? You're moving very slowly today. Are you tired? Try some of this pork. That good? How about a little piece of cornbread? Good boy. That's my version of country style pork ribs with some of the barbecue glaze and some jalapeno sweet southern cornbread. It was delicious. I recommend you go try it. This one's really easy. That being said, just remember, cook more, eat better, embrace the chaos. That's it for now. Till next time, folks. Peace.